And we're live, so welcome everyone. We are making the week 4 Thursday meal for this week's meal plan. Today I have my co-star with me, my daughter Amia, and she's going to be helping me cook this week's meal. So today we're making swordfish with Carolina Gold and sauteed kale. So we already have our rice going in the pot here. Once we've gotten it to a boil, we're gonna reduce the heat to low. And let's make sure it's still on, and I think I turned it off. So let me turn that back on. And there it is. You wanna reduce the heat to just about as low as possible when you're cooking rice. Let it cook low and slow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop the kale so we can wash it. And I'm going to be monitoring the chat on Instagram. So if you're watching and would like to ask a question, please type it into the Instagram, to the chat stream on Instagram. That's at Dr. Cowan's Powders. So again, we are making the Thursday meal for week number 4 of our meal prep. And it is swordfish with Carolina Gold rice, and I'm going to add sauteed kale. It's not really on the it's not really in the recipe section for this one, but because I like eating vegetables, I'm adding sauteed kale to this recipe. Let me just jump into the chat real quick. Whoops, I'm not seeing the live. Here we go, live. So thank you everyone for joining. Again, I'm going to be monitoring the chat on Instagram. So if you do have any questions or want to interact in any way, please join us on Instagram. That's at Dr. Cowan's Powders. So while we have the let's wash it in here. While we have the kale washing, I'm going to start on the sauce for the swordfish. So I have my ingredients measured out. The sauce calls for minced kimchi. Give it a nice flavor. It's sort of like an Asian style swordfish. So we're gonna mince this up real good, and it's gonna become the sauce, along with some of the other ingredients. So if you're new to us, we send out meal plans every week. It's going to include your shopping list. Let's mix it around a little bit. It's going to include your shopping list for all your ingredients, plus six meal recipes. So all the recipes you need for the entire week, plus the shopping list, all emailed directly to you every Thursday. So we do it on Thursday, so it gives you time over the weekend to shop for your ingredients and do any prep work that you might want to do on the weekend, so that you're ready for the week and you have good, healthy, nutritious meals every week. And we hope that it provides a lot of value for people. I know that there are a lot of people who do meal prep to save time, and I think it's a great way to sort of structure your meal planning and your meals over the course of a week. So let me see if there's any questions now. I don't see any, but welcome everyone. Today we are making swordfish with Carolina Gold rice. That's my favorite kind of rice. And sauteed kale. and it's the Thursday meal, so tomorrow's meal in our weekly meal prep series. And right now we are making the sauce for the swordfish while we have our rice cooking. So I'm going to add some minced kimchi. Gives a nice flavor. It's sort of like spiced sauerkraut. You have fermented cabbage and some spices in there. Now I'm going to mince up some garlic while my assistant and co-star Amia is over there washing the kale. I'm going to be mincing up some garlic. So where did the recipe come from? Good question. So my brother Joe, who is a really good cook, phenomenal baker, he made the meal plans. He's making the recipes, and creating the shopping list for everyone. And it's not just recipes. So one thing one thing to understand when you're doing these meal plans is that they're sort of integrated throughout the week. So for example, if a recipe on Sunday calls for a roasted chicken, he's gonna make it so that you're using the leftover chicken in a meal on Monday, and then maybe you'll use the bones of the chicken for a soup on Tuesday. So it's a way to integrate your meals throughout the course of the week, where leftovers from one dish might be ingredients for a dish the next day or maybe 2 days later. So it's a great way to not waste food, which we don't like to do, and it's a great way to eat healthy and sort of save money because you're not wasting food, you're buying exactly what you need every week. And it's what we're hoping is we hope that people find great value out of it. Hopefully it saves them time, saves them money, saves stress, and have a healthy and delicious meal every day of the week. So that's our goal. If you're not subscribed to our email list, go to our website, drcowensgarden.com. You'll be able to subscribe easily to our newsletter. You done with the kale?
Yeah.
Great. And you'll get emailed these meal plans every week, and we do it on Thursdays. So I see another. Which powder? So this which powder are we featuring in this week's meal plan? So the flavors that sort of pair well is the threefold spicy blend. The threefold spicy has, nice job. Yes, the water was green. Let's do one more wash in there, and then that'll be good to go. So the threefold spicy blend includes carrots for a little bit of sweetness, ginger for that sort of Asian flavor, hot peppers to add the spicy, and wasabi leaves. Now that adds a little bit of the bite that you're typically used to eating with wasabi, and it just adds a nice, great flavor to it. So we've got our garlic minced. Now we're going to add our mustard. Our shoyu sauce, which actually this is tamari, so this is gluten-free tamari. We have a gluten allergy in the family. Some sesame oil. And we're going to add about a tablespoon of honey. Now I am cooking for about a dozen people today. I have the team over at my house, and we're going to have a nice meal together after this. But the recipe is intended for 4 people, so that's an important thing to note. when you're looking at our meal plans, the recipes are generally for 4 people. So now that I've gotten all the ingredients in, I think the kale is washed, and the next thing I need you to do is to mix the sauce together. All right. So now we're gonna get our kale going. I'm gonna turn on the burner here. There we go. Let's keep that in here so we don't spill water. And can you stir the sauce, please? I'm going to chop up a little bit more garlic for the kale. Got some olive oil. Let's let that heat up a little bit more. So can you stir the sauce, please? So that sauce is going to be for to top the swordfish when we're plating it. So again, for anyone who's just joining us, we are doing the Thursday recipe for week 4 of the meal plan. It is swordfish steaks with Carolina Gold rice, and I'm adding some sauteed kale to this for the meal. I have a lot of people over, and we're gonna have a nice meal together after this. Get some more garlic chopped, and this garlic is going into our kale. All right, so now that the pan is a little bit hot, I'm going to add my olive oil. Coat the bottom of the pan. Excuse me. And then we'll add our kale. So I like to keep the kale a little bit careful. Let's wash that before you put that back. Okay?
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. She's okay, folks. Can I describe the Carolina Gold rice? So, best way to describe it is like smooth velvet. It's just smooth, really flavorful, and just soft and just like almost like silky velvet. I'm over here eating ice cream out of the carton. Well, ice cream can be a nice treat, but I would highly recommend you subscribe to our email list so you can get these meal plans sent to you every week. That might be a better option than ice cream. Not that ice cream's not good. I enjoy ice cream on occasion as well. Then let's get a little salt in the kale. And we're going to get our salmon steaks ready to put on the griddle. So once I got this a little bit sauteed, what I like to do is cover it. And that sort of lets the steam wilt the kale. It's going to make it nice and tender and really tasty once we've added the garlic. I like to add the garlic later on in the cooking so the garlic doesn't burn. And let's get the swordfish going. So again, if you're just joining us, let's hold the bowl with your right hand and stir with your left. So again, if you're just joining us, we are live on Instagram, we're live on Facebook. I don't think we're live on YouTube, but For now, we're live on Facebook and Instagram. We are making the week 4 Thursday menu of our weekly meal plans. This one is swordfish steaks with Carolina gold rice and sauteed kale. These meal plans we're sending out every week on Thursdays. It's a great way to basically plan your meals. We're essentially doing it for you. It's a great mix of different kinds of foods that we include. This one is sort of like an Asian style swordfish. And these meal plans it's a great way to help you out with your meal planning, cooking over the course of the week. We're giving you a shopping list so you know everything you need to buy for the week. And we're giving you 6 different recipes. So Sunday through Friday. Saturday we're kind of leaving you on your own, but yeah, so it's a great way to really help you out, save time, save money, less stress, and you know what you're doing on a weekly basis. And we're hoping it provides a lot of people value, or a lot of value to people. Love this, free meal plans for people. Yes, thank you. It's something that we're working really hard at, especially Joe. He's doing a lot of work to create these recipes. And it's not just a recipe. So as I mentioned earlier, but I'll do it again if anyone's just joining. These are integrated meal plans. So for example, if you have, thank you, got our sauce ready. If you have sort of leftovers, the recipes call for using the leftovers in the meal the next day. And so it's a great way to not waste food, use everything you have, and really put together a healthy, delicious tasting meals for every day of the week. So let's see. We got our kale going, we got our rice going. It's time to put on the swordfish steaks. We're gonna grease the bottom of the pan. Let's get this. And then add our swordfish. Whoops, not quite hot enough. That's all right. Let's give this a little stir. So right now we are live on Instagram and Facebook. I am monitoring the chat on Instagram. That's at Dr. Cowan's Powders. So if anyone has a question, please type it into the Instagram Instagram chat. So let's get another one of these on here. It's important to note that the meal plans are designed for 4 people. So if you have more than 4 people in your family or in the people that you're cooking for, just adjust accordingly based on how many people and how big eaters they are. So now that we got our swordfish on, got our rice going, kale going, not a whole lot we need to do right now, so excuse me. And if you're just joining us, I am joined today with my co-star and daughter, Amia. She is 6 years old and learning how to cook. She was very excited to start this, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. You want to say anything? Want to say hi to the people?
Hi.
There you go. All right. So thanks everyone for joining. Again, we are making the Thursday meal for week 4 of the meal plans. You can go to our website, drcowansgarden.com. Click the menu bar in the top of the screen, take you right to the meal plans. Click on the week, and you'll see what recipe that we're doing. We're doing week 4 Thursday, so tomorrow's meal that we sent out last week so that you could prepare for this week. She's adorable. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Are these Nourishing Traditions recipes? So they are inspired by Nourishing Traditions. So if you're not familiar, that is a cookbook and more of like a philosophy on eating that written by Sally Fallon, president of the Weston A. Price Foundation. And she talks a lot about cooking the way our ancestors did. And so she incorporates a lot of the sort of old-fashioned cooking methods into a cookbook that provides really nutrient-dense foods. You know what we forgot to do, Amia? Threefold spicy. We got to put that in our sauce. In our sauce, and then I'll need you to stir it up. So I don't usually like to measure stuff. You know, that's why I don't do so much baking. But if you're following a recipe, that's great. I like to sort of eyeball things and put the amounts that I think would taste good. And so, you know, I'm not necessarily gonna measure out all the ingredients. There you go. If you could stir that, please. Our kale is mostly wilted, so I'm going to add the garlic. And give it another stir. And this method of cooking greens allows you to sort of wilt the greens and get them to a point where it's easy to chew and digest, but it's not going to turn them into mush. So it's important to keep an eye on it, but if you do it like this, it'll be nice and tender. Thank you. And easy to eat, easy to digest. So let's turn our steaks. Oops, not quite. Let's get them this way. See if we can get grill marks on these. So I'm trying to get grill marks on these. We'll see how it goes. All right. Let's check on our rice. Now I'm going to add some butter to both our rice and our kale. We have a saying in our household that everything is better with butter, and I think that's true. So this butter on the rice, when you add it in a little bit later, it's going to sort of soak down to the bottom, and we're going to keep cooking it on low, and it's going to give the bottom a nice sort of crispy crispy rice on the bottom. And some people like that a lot. I know I do. So let's add some to the kale as well. And let's turn our steaks. Not quite what I wanted. That's better. There it is. Right there. See the grill marks? That's what you're looking for. That one's not bad. Maybe I should have left it another minute or two. Give that one another minute. See the grill marks? So again, for those just joining us, we're doing the week 4 Thursday meal plan. So we sent this out last Thursday so that people could do their shopping, get ready, do their meal prep over the weekend. And this is tomorrow's meal. So it's a swordfish steaks with Carolina gold rice and sauteed kale. And the goal here is to give people a way to make easy, healthy meals and to give people all the tools that they need to prepare easy and healthy meals. We give you the recipes, we give you a shopping list, and I will be hopefully walking people through cooking some of the meals, and so people can, ask questions, interact with us, and get any questions answered if there's anything that they want to see. Hopefully we can do that. The other thing that we do is we take a poll on which meal people want to see cooked live, and we're going to start sending those polls out the same day that we send out the meal plans. So we are almost done here. We have our rice almost done. That's looking really good. We have our kale wilted and tender. And we're just waiting on the last of the swordfish steaks to finish. And then we will be ready to plate. All right, I think we are ready.
I'm famished.
You're famished? I'm pretty hungry too. You want the first plate?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, let's get our rice. And there it is. So we have swordfish steaks with Carolina gold rice and sauteed kale, and we made a sauce with with kimchi, mustard, sesame oil, tamari, and garlic, and honey. And there it is. If anyone has any questions, please type them into the Instagram chat. That's at Dr. Cowan's Powders. And if not, this has been another episode of Cooking Meal Plan live stream. Again, we are cooking the week 4 Thursday meal. And it looks like Amia's super hungry, so she's just going to take off and eat, and that's totally cool. So I hope you join us again for another one. We're going to do these every week, and the meal plans again are a great way to organize your cooking, to have healthy meals throughout every day of the week. We give you we give you not only a shopping list, but recipes for 6 meals throughout the week. They're all integrated together, so they work together in a way that makes cooking easy, fun, healthy, and delicious. To sign up for our meal plans, go to our website, drcowensgarden.com. Sign up for our email list, and we will send you these every Thursday. And we hope you enjoy. We hope that it adds a lot of value and a lot of ease and great healthy food to your life. So again, thank you very much everyone for joining, and we'll see you next time.